Hey, where are you going? Get back here. Get back here. Oh, I can't flip it. Hello, Mr. Frog. How's it going? What's going on? Where are you going? Where you hopping to? In the corner? Alright. I guess. It's a frog. Hello, everyone. So, this is my second attempt at making this video. It's gonna be a video that's mostly directed towards my sister, Vanessa. I received your letter. I actually, in the other video that I posted, which was like, or tried to post, which was like 30 minutes long, I read it and I broke it down and everything, but yeah, something kind of happened to it and now it's gone. So I'm doing this one now. First I wanted to say thank you for writing to me, and you're trapped there, stupid. And I miss you too, and you know, I agree with you that at this point in time it's best that we don't I guess interact directly or too much, or not involved in each other's lives too much, mostly because because of what you said as well, but it's mostly because of me, because I know the kind of person I am, and I know, as you said, as I've admitted many times in my videos here, I have a lot of problems, mental and emotional problems, and I'm just looking at this frog, sorry, because he's been hanging around, I guess. He lives here, he was here yesterday too. Anyways, yeah, I have issues and I'm trying to work on them, and I am having a lot of success, I would say, considering the resources that I've had at my disposal, which are like little to none, to deal with all of my emotional turmoil. One thing I did want to say though, which I mentioned in the other video, was that I don't want people to think the way I do. I know it might appear that way because I'm so like persistent and passionate when I'm talking about things, especially things that I really care about. But it's not that I want people to think the way I do as far as like what needs to be done, but I just want people to think about what I'm saying, and have a perspective on it, as opposed to just, dismissing it altogether, which is what a lot of people do in my life, which is very irritating to me. And it's just another obstacle in the whole issue of my emotional turmoil and mental anguish. So, but I'm working on it, and I'm learning to reword the way I say things and how I say them, so that people won't just shut off to what I'm saying because they don't like how I'm saying it, but they'll actually, pay attention to what I'm saying. So for what I'd like to say to you as far as everything, what you wrote to me in the letter, is, well, other than that, like, that I don't want you to think like me, I just want you to think, is what I would want you to think about is the thing that you said as far as dealing with them in your own way, dealing with your issues in your own way. we all deal with them in our own way regardless. Right? We all deal with our issues in our own ways. But if you have people that are in your life trying to, help you or show you certain things, then it's better to, be receptive to that and listen and open yourself to that type of dialogue, as opposed to just, dismissing it and just not wanting it mentioned at all, or just trying to shrug it off as something that's not as big a deal as, what it's being made out to be, just because it's just the way you've basically your overall thesis of it that you've come to at this point in your life. And yeah, and I say that because I know you didn't listen, especially like to me when I would tell you things or try to open your eyes to certain things. You would just dismiss me and tell me, just try to make it seem like I'm causing problems or bringing up drama that doesn't need to be brought up. And really, it is like that in a sense, but it's not to bring it up just to have drama, but it's to bring it up so that you can squash it and, not have it as a obstacle that's hindering your self-esteem from being able to function at its maximum capacity. I I have a lot of issues in that area as well. I'm not perfect, so I'm learning as I go too, but I do see more thing. I see things a lot more clearly than other people do, as far as when it comes to that, the generational trauma and how it affects us and how it is distributed within our lives, how it's created. And I understand it on a chemical, biological level as well. I don't um, know of many people, other than a few like authors that I've come across, who have realized the role that our biology plays in our traumas and our susceptibility to disease and just general imbalances within ourselves. Um, because there's a lot of things that science is just figuring out right now, as far as how the body deals with emotion, and how the chemical functions and chemical reactions of how emotion is basically expressed within us. So yeah, I'm sure in the future, when we're a little bit older, maybe in another decade or so, it'll all be realized. Because right now they're looking into that in certain areas. So I'm sure within a decade or so, we'll have the whole dialogue as far as our emotional spectrum and the chemical processes that play a role in our emotions and how they function, and what fuels them and what doesn't and whatnot. So anyways, um I'll talk more about that later. I don't want to make this video too long. It's like super late. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I haven't had a chance or the time or energy. So I just did it right now. I was like, why did I not just do it on your phone? Not your computer. You don't need your computer. Alright. Anyways. Alright. I love you and thank you for writing again. It really made me feel happy knowing that, well, mostly knowing that I was right, because I told Marco a couple weeks ago or so, or a few weeks ago or a month ago, I don't know, it was a while back. I told him that I felt you missing me, and yeah, I was right. And I'm glad because I've missed you too. I miss you guys. I miss, you know, the kids and just being all together, all of us. But yeah, like I said, right now it's me. I need to figure out how to stop getting so angry when I'm bothered by something. All right, I love you.